The Arizona GymCats have a great season in front of them. They really do. Now, they've got a good coach in John Court. He's got a he's been there since March of 2018. He's got this team humming along. They've got good gymnasts. And honestly, I'm looking at this where, okay, some of their seasons have been a little bit hit or miss on occasion because of the fact that they've got to deal with teams like Oklahoma and the SEC. But at the same time, they have been ranked pretty good. They're in the top 20 this year, and it's well deserved. I think that they're going to be one of those teams that if you're not paying attention to them, they'll bite you in the rear end. They really will. Because this isn't a team that you can be behind the eight ball on. Now their schedule, they December 13th was their Gym Cat showcase. Okay, that's done. It was pretty good. January 9th, they're hosting Washington. January 16th, they're headed to Denton to face Texas Women's. January 23rd, they're hosting Towson. January 30th, got their first Big 12 showdown. They're headed to Provo to face BYU. February 6th, they're hosting Utah. February 8th, they got the Metroplex Challenge, which they're going to be going up against Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas women. So they're going to be facing Texas women's twice. And Arkansas and Oklahoma ain't no joke. February 14th, they're headed to Denver to face Denver. February 21st, they're hosting West Virginia. February 27th, they're headed to Ames, Iowa to face Iowa State. March 6th. Hey, March 6th is the one to pay attention to. They're hosting their rivals, Arizona State. Then March 13th, third time, they're facing Texas Women's along with Ohio State and Southeast Missouri. All three of them are good teams. Then March 21st is the Big 12 Championship. Let me tell you something. This is a no joke schedule. Texas Women's is no joke. Towson's not bad. They've got Arizona State. Them having to face Oklahoma and Arkansas. Let me tell you something. You can't, if they come away as good as it looks like they could come away, this could do a lot for them. These young women are great. Now, I'm going to feature, as I always do, junior Abigail Martin, who is an all around gymnast and is great at it. Emma Strom, who she's a specialist, but she can do all around. She's a senior. And then sophomore Aubrey Kronfeld, who in her freshman season did some amazing things. So let's cover this team and show you just how good they are. Before we get into the crux of this video, hit like, hit subscribe if you like college sports, because I do college sports, primarily college football, college women's gymnastics, do a little basketball and other sports on occasion, but that's what I do, college. Also, General Robert Nealon, former University of Tennessee head football coach for decades, had 7 maxims to win any game, but they can also help you if you apply them correctly to your life. The second one is play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That is a maxim that can be also applied to your life. Look for those breaks and take it.
Now Abigail Martin, another torchbearer as a younger athlete, the sophomore, all-around talented athlete, had a 9.875 on floor last week. Trying to win this all-around again.
Yeah, it's a really fun, energetic routine. You can hear just with this music, so upbeat. First pass, double pike. Slides out of that landing just a little bit, but stays in bounds. Abby will do 3 tumbling passes in this routine. Second pass, front layout, front full. Tries to hold on to that landing there. Last tumbling pass, double tuck. Perfect landing. That is exactly how you want to see a landing on a tumbling pass. That was beautiful. You'll see here on this last tumbling pass is double tuck. She's going to land with her chest up. That's perfect. Right there is where she needs to be for no deduction on that landing.
Now, last year, Abigail Martin was 39th in all-around. 39.450 was her top score. Floor, 178th in the nation with the 9.9 being her high. Balance being 48th in the nation, 9.925. Uneven bars, 115, 9.875. And vault, 24th, 9.925. Now, the uneven bars, she has had a 9.975 as a high score. And pretty much the rest of her scores were her high scores. She was in the 2025 All Big 12 All Around team. She competed in all of Arizona's 14 meets last season. She honestly is someone who can do so many things that her freshman year, she did a lot. This is a young star who is getting better. And her getting better is making the team better. I'm wanting to see what she does this year. With her having a 9.925 in the vault last year and being 24th, that means that she is going to be able to use that, pardon the pun, as a springboard to doing better things. She's able to get high scores in everything else. Once she puts that all together, she's really going to be scary.
Lauren Thomas gives way to Emma Strom and this crowd. Emma on floor, edging closer to a victory for her team. Had a 9-9 on floor against Denver. 81st in the land on floor exercise.
Yeah, Emma's 6th right now in the Big 12 on floor. And this has been a really consistent routine for Arizona this year. Starts with a 1.5 into a front layout step out. Always a crowd favorite. Crowd really loves that layout step out that's sky high. And a nice leap pass that she said in that interview, that is the hardest part of her floor routine, is that leap pass. And I can promise you, Emma is not very flexible. So that's why it's so hard for her. Power, yes. Flexibility, not so much. Crowd getting involved here with the routine.
2 times she was a Nebraska all-around champion as a club competitor.
Setting up for her last pass, difficult combination pass. 1.5 to a front full, sticks it perfectly. And that is how you bounce back after a not so great beam routine. That is perfect for her.
That is Emma Strom on floor. Chasing a career best number again. 9.9 and then a 9.925 this year.
And you see that combination pass at that layout step out last week at Utah went out of bounds with 1/2 of a heel, but stays in bounds today.
Now, Emma Strom has only competed in two that got her national rankings. She was 88th in floor last year, 9.925 was her high. Vault, she was 154th, 9.85. Now, she has scored a 9.875 in the vault, 9.925 on the balance beam, and 9.925 is her high on the floor. She was a Pac 12 Coach's Choice of the Week in 2024. And this is a senior, so she's a specialist, but she competed in all of Arizona's 14 meets last year. She's scored several great areas, earned the coaches awards for the GymCats End of the Year awards. Yeah, she's not the highest on everything, but she's a level 10 champion. She did really well in state because she's from Nebraska. She's somebody who you should watch. She's not someone that does the all around, but she's someone that is able to score where they need her to score at to keep them competitive. You need these specialists, and that's what she does. She does specialties and doing it in a way that people don't pay attention to. That's a good sign. And as a senior, she's going to be one of the leaders and someone that's going to be able to help them get to the next level.
After waiting for the judges' score for Fears, it'll be a 9.775, matches LaRusso's score as Kronfeld takes the floor over.
Some fun artistic dance in this one. And a huge double pipe with a great solid landing.
Kronfeld had that great 9.725 on uneven bars. Specialist in bars and floor.
Nice 1.5 front layout. Nice solid landing. And her last tumbling pass, double tuck to a beautiful step landing. And she is excited about that.
Now, Aubrey Kronfeld is just a sophomore. You heard that right. She's just now a sophomore. Last year, her freshman season, she was 272nd in floor with a 9.925 as her high score. Uneven bar, she was 144th, 9.85 was her top score. And she competed in all of Arizona's 14 meets last season. She was able to do great things against Air Force. She did great things against other schools in southern Utah, Rutgers, Wilberforce, when they got them. She's helped get the third highest score in program history on the uneven bars. She's a national qualifier, state champ, done amazing things. And she's somebody that many people may not pay attention to, but she's another specialist. And she's just a sophomore. She was competing at a high level as a freshman. Okay, she's not Josh Robertson, but she's someone that you have to pay attention to. You can't play games when you go up against her. She will show out, and she's going to have a chance to do far better this year. And I want to see what she does because I've watched her. great performer, and she shows that she's got an upside to her that she hasn't reached yet. Now, the only reason that I might be a little concerned with what John Court is having to deal with his team is the fact that most of his high scores from last year are gone. They've graduated or transferred. They've got a great team. Yes, I just highlighted Martin Strom and Kronfeld, but they've got so many others. They brought in a good freshman class. They've got signees behind them that are going to be able to compete really well. That's one of the good things about the GymCats. They're not just slowly building up. They're keeping their abilities going. They may not be in the top 10, but they're able to compete against the top 10. And Big 12, I'd say that they're going to do a really good job in being able to keep everybody honest. They will be in the running for the Big 12 championship. By no means will they not have a shot at getting it, either regular season or the championship. I think Abigail Martin has so many upsides. She's only a junior. And as long as there's no major injuries this year, this team will have that chance. John Court has put together a team that may not be as flashy as you see with many of the SEC schools or Big Ten schools, but it shows what you're able to do when you're competing like this. I think that they'll actually be competing against Denver at a higher level. And Denver, in my opinion, even though they're not necessarily considered the top Big 12 program, I think that's who you have to watch. And I think Arizona will be able to compete with Denver at a good level. If you're a fan of women's gymnastics, the Arizona GymCats are the team to pay attention to. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Hey, that's my video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And comment. Don't forget that either. Hey, this has been Paul with
Artlist.io.
Redneck Thinker Media. I do sports, I do politics. Hit like, subscribe. And y'all, this has been Paul. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.